You're watching Press Record, and for a nice change, we're outside in the day, what's unusual for us, and we have the city in the background, so appropriately, we're with City Riots. Yes, I made that pun. How are you, boys?
Good. Unscripted.
I know.
Just about the top of your head. Very good, thanks.
So natural as well.
Very good to be in the city of Brisbane, in the glorious sunshine.
Yeah, it's a good day. Good day for it.
Well, you boys have been here since Wednesday. What have you guys been getting up to? Have you gone on the Ferris wheel down there, or on the River Cat, or to any strip clubs in the valley?
No, not yet.
If we knew about these things, if you said that on Wednesday, we would have made sure we did all of those three things, including the strip club.
Well, yeah, you still have tonight.
We did go to the opening of a hairdresser's launch last night.
Nice.
Yeah.
What kind of stuff happens at a launch of a hairdresser's?
Well, there was pretty good free food.
There was some meatballs. There was some
live entertainment.
Oh yeah. I played a couple of songs on the guitar actually, along with Sam from Ballpark Music. It was kind of spontaneous.
Yeah, well, you guys are just finishing up a whole tour with Ballpark Music at the moment, and you're playing tonight's your last show, is it? No?
Next Friday in our hometown of Adelaide.
Oh, okay, nice.
Is the last show of this Ballpark Music tour.
Well, how has it been going so far? Like, they're quite a vibrant band.
Very vibrant, very loud. Well, Jen,
yeah,
the loudest individual we've ever met on the face of this earth, but they are the most wonderful bunch of dudes we ever kind of hung out with. Really, they're great, and they're amazing live band. Yeah. I heard they were good live, but you hear a lot of people say that about bands all the time. But I really kind of last weekend at the Northcote in Melbourne, I watched
Sam got his shirt off.
Yeah, he got
wasted. Stage diving.
Yeah,
They caught him.
He took off the glasses, took off his shirt. He was bordering on naked, and the crowd were like kind of wiping the sweat off his back. It was really good. I felt some like that, like we should kind of like participate in the crowd jumping in some way, but I don't know. I don't think it's my thing.
Well, last time I saw Ballpark Music, they had all the support bands with them on stage and all done a song together. Has there been anything like that with you guys?
Not yet. I think tonight.
Tonight?
Maybe, yeah. Yeah.
You guys, Ballpark Music and Millions, all hop on stage together?
Yeah.
Well, like, you're on this tour at the moment, but it's definitely not the first time you've done a Australian tour. Like, you've done some great support with the likes of British India and a little known band called Smashing Pumpkins. Yeah. And I just found out before, you're doing another national tour with the Get Up Kids. Like, are you excited? And who has been the best support slot you've had so far?
Big question. Yeah. Touring with British India was just so much. I mean, that was like 20-something dates all around Australia. We got to go to places we'd never been before, places we never would really want to go back to, places where we met some really friendly, wonderful people in this big country of ours. And so, and it was us, British India, and a band called Boy in a Box.
Yeah,
and so
I've heard great things about them band. Like, any hopes to tour with any of the bands again?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think
I think we're trying to organise that right now.
Yeah, it's gonna. Yeah. On that tour, we're the first band on, and just. It doesn't normally happen with like the first act, but like for our last song, like the guys from Boy in a Box and British India got up and we all did a song together at the end of our set. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, we're doing Springsteen's Dancing in the Dark.
Nice.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. And so I sing a bit of a verse, and then the guys sing a bit of a verse. We kind of mix it all up, sing the chorus together, like guitars and tambourines everywhere. It's really fun. But the guys from Ballpark have been a freaking blast too. Like, we've only done 3 shows with them. Well, this will be our 3rd now. Yeah. But I can imagine if we did like 26 dates with them, far out, we'd need a few months to recover.
Yeah. Well, it's still pretty much relatively early on both of your band's careers. It still might happen.
Yeah.
You know.
I hope so.
Well, let's stop brown-nosing Ballpark Music for a while. And you've got an album coming out later this year. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah. No, we got an EP coming.
Oh, EP.
That's right. EP in October. It's we taken from a bunch of tracks that we went to Chicago to record. We spent 4 months in Chicago with the hope of recording a record, which we did, and we came back home with what was like 10 tracks. But then
why not a full length then?
It was well. I'm getting to it. It's a very long, convoluted story. And then I guess after sitting with the tracks for a while, we decided that it wasn't really the sound that we really wanted to be representing the band as, and we just weren't really happy with it. So we wanted to take the time to make sure it was right, you know, because it's our first record. So at the start of this year, we went into the studio with Woody Anderson in Melbourne, and he's got a studio called Red Door Sounds, and we went there for just a couple of days to remix a couple of the tracks, and we were really excited about the sound that we were kind of getting out of working with him. So we decided to then go back in a couple of months later and remix the rest of the record. And while we were there, we didn't really want to go home, so we ended up tracking a couple of more songs, a couple of new ones. So we've kind of got, you know, that's what's been happening. And we're going to kind of take a few of those songs and put them on an EP in October, and we'll be doing another tour to support that. So you'll be hearing much more, you know, new songs from us.
Well, yeah.
To, let everyone hear.
In the next couple of months, next month you're coming back for the Get Up Kids tour, and then in September you're coming back for Big Sound.
Yes, Big Sound.
Yeah.
How good's that lineup?
How good is that lineup?
Yeah, I know. It's great. I'm really excited to be a part of that.
Have you been to a Big Sound before?
Yeah, we played last year. I didn't really know what to expect, and I hadn't really been to Brisbane that many times before that. But yeah, but this time, you know, the lineup was good then, but this time it's like, you know, a lot of our friends' bands are playing, and there's a whole lot of other really cool bands I actually wanted to see.
Well, you guys aren't strangers to playing music conferences, but because you did go over to America last year and played South by Southwest. How was something like that compared?
Research, haven't you?
Not really, but doing something like that compared to playing small club shows in Australia.
Yeah. I prefer to play small club shows in Australia.
It was a bit too much music, or
it's
too
cool.
much pressure?
It's cool. No, it's fun.
It's good to experience.
Yeah, it's just there comes a point where
it's music overload, like bands and people just everywhere. But I mean that's what it's about, I guess, and that's why it's so good to experience. So.
Yeah, in terms of being amongst so many great bands and so many opportunities to see bands play live, it's an amazing experience. But there comes a point where it's kind of like a bit kind of music business overload, you know what I mean? There's like too many suits, too many business cards being handed around, you know. It's kind of like, you know, we just want to play a show, man.
Well, do you have any advice for bands who would want to go over to South by Southwest? Is it actually worth it?
It's a big question. Wow.
Press record, asking the big questions.
I don't think any band that would go over there would regret it though. So you know what I mean? Like, bands may not get what they think out of it, but I don't think it's any detriment to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At the very least, you're going to have a hell of a good time.
Yeah.
So, and you're going to meet new people because there's just so many people.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity to do to meet other people in the industry that you may be able to get your foot in the door.
Well, it definitely helped Hungry Kids of Hungry. Like, they went over last year as well, and they're doing massive things all around the world now.
Yeah, absolutely. But I don't think that all. To be fair, I don't think it all comes down to one performance South by Southwest. It comes down to great management, great planning, a great bunch of people behind them, and a great band with great songs.
Yeah.
So I think some people kind of get carried away with thinking South by Southwest is the be all and end all. When really, to be honest, a lot of the bands that break out of South by Southwest were already going to break, or they're already on the verge of breaking anyway. So. But I think if you're well organised and well planned, you can make the most of it and meet a lot of people that can help you.
Yeah.
But like anything, it's not one thing that's going to propel you. It's like a combination of things, and working hard.
Very deep. I like it.
It was a deep question. And I don't, it wasn't. I didn't feel I should put a joke in that one. But you can ask me a silly question now if you want.
Oh fuck! I don't know now. Well, at that point, I think we should round it up. And thank you, boys, very much today.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for taking the time to film us in this beautiful Brisbane location.
It's alright, and
it's a lot more exciting than being in drizzly old Adelaide.
Yeah, good old Brisbane.
I know. We should move here.
You should.
Yeah.
All the good bands are coming from Brisbane.
You got a spare room?
No, but just crash at your managers.
If you hear one, let us know.
Oh, okay, awesome. Anyway, you're on Press Record, and this was City Riots. Thank you, boys.
Cheers.
Thanks very much.